The African savannah stretches endlessly under a sky painted in gold and blue. The morning sun rises slowly, sending its first rays across the land, touching every blade of dry grass and making it shine as if the earth itself is covered in tiny sparks. The air is calm, but it carries a promise of struggle, for this land is beautiful yet harsh, a place where every heartbeat is a fight for survival. On the edge of an open grassland, a herd of gazelles moves gently. They are alert but peaceful, grazing on tender shoots, keeping their ears lifted for any sound of danger. Among them, a newborn baby gazelle stumbles beside its mother. Its legs are thin, trembling like twigs in the wind. Every step is awkward, every movement uncertain. It is still learning how to walk, how to balance, how to be part of this unforgiving world. The mother stays close, nudging her calf with her nose whenever it drifts away, guiding it with the patience only a mother can have. Her eyes constantly scan the horizon. She knows what lurks beyond the tall grass. Predators wait, hidden, silent, watching. They always watch. Not far away, perched high on a thorny acacia tree, a bird surveys the scene. It is not large, not powerful like the hawks or eagles of the sky. Its wings are modest, its beak sharp but small. Yet its eyes are keen, sharper than the edge of a blade. The bird has lived long on this land, and it knows the stories written in every rustle of grass, every shadow that moves when the wind is still. The bird tilts its head and notices something. In the distance beyond the gazelle herd, crouched low, a pair of hungry jackals stalks the little one. Their bodies are lean, their eyes glinting with hunger. They move carefully, step by step, blending with the golden grass, so silent that not even the herd notices. But the bird notices. Time seems to slow as the bird studies the scene. The baby gazelle, weak and unsteady, lags behind its mother. Just a few steps. But in this land, a few steps can mean the difference between life and death. The jackals see their chance. They do not rush. They are patient. Predators here know that rushing means failure. They wait for the perfect moment when the mother is distracted, when the herd turns slightly, when no one is looking. The bird, however, cannot look away. Its chest rises and falls quickly. It feels a strange pull, an instinct not of hunger or survival, but of something deeper, something rare in the wild, compassion. This bird has seen hunts before. It has seen death, the endless circle of predator and prey. But today something inside it stirs. Today it cannot remain silent. The baby gazelle stumbles. Its small legs buckle and it falls onto the dry earth. A tiny cry escapes its mouth, high-pitched, helpless. The mother turns immediately, rushing to her calf, nuzzling it, urging it to rise. The herd continues to graze, some of them lifting their heads briefly, but soon lowering them again. To them, weakness is dangerous. To slow down is to risk everything. The jackals tense. This is the chance they've been waiting for. Their ears flatten against their heads. Their muscles coil like springs ready to explode. The bird knows the moment is close, too close. Without thinking, it spreads its wings and takes off from the branch. Its wings beat furiously against the hot air, sending a sharp whistle across the grass. The sound is sudden, unexpected. The jackals freeze for a second, eyes snapping upward. The bird dives low, circling above the baby gazelle. Its wings flash in the sunlight. Its sharp cries pierce the air. It is small, but in this moment, it is fierce, a defender from the sky. The mother gazelle senses danger and positions herself between the calf and the tall grass. Her body stiffens. Her eyes lock on the shadows where the jackals crouch. She snorts, stomping her hoof against the ground, a warning that she will fight if needed. But even as she guards, the calf still struggles, legs trembling, unable to rise fast enough. The bird does not leave. Again and again it swoops low, sometimes close enough that the tips of its feathers graze the grass. It screams in defiance, a sound that echoes over the land. The jackals hesitate. They are cunning, but they are not foolish. They know that sound carries. Too much noise can attract lions, hyenas, even humans. For a moment, their hunger battles with their caution. One of the jackals growls softly, urging the other forward. They move a little closer, shoulders pressed to the ground, eyes blazing. The bird swoops again, this time so near that the jackals snap their jaws upward, trying to bite it. But the bird twists in the air, escaping by inches, then circling back with a cry so sharp it feels like a blade cutting the silence. The calf finally manages to stand, shaky but upright. Its mother nudges it again, guiding it closer to the herd. Yet the jackals are not done. They move faster now, realizing that their window is closing. The bird sees it all. Its wings ache, its chest heaves, but it does not stop. It dives once more, this time pecking at the back of one jackal's ear. The jackal yelps, startled, and shakes its head violently. The sound carries across the plain. Several gazelles in the herd lift their heads high, their bodies tense. They sense danger now. The air changes. Silence falls heavier, sharper, and then, in an instant, the herd reacts. Hooves strike the ground, dust rises, and dozens of gazelles begin to move as one, bounding away from the threat. The mother gazelle pushes her calf forward, forcing it to run, to join the safety of the herd. The baby stumbles again, but this time does not fall. Step by step it finds its rhythm, guided by the urgency of survival. But the jackals are desperate. Hunger has gnawed at their bones for days. They cannot let go of this chance so easily. With a sudden burst of speed, one jackal breaks cover, charging openly toward the calf. Its body is low, its teeth bared, its growl vibrating through the air. The bird sees it and screams louder than ever, darting directly into the jackal's path. The sudden movement startles the predator, forcing it to skid slightly, buying the calf a few more precious seconds. The mother gazelle turns sharply, lowering her head, ready to defend with her sharp horns. For a moment, time seems frozen. The bird, the jackal, the mother, and the fragile calf, all locked in a desperate struggle that will decide the outcome of this morning. And just when it seems the jackal will lunge again, the jackal lowers its body, muscles tight, eyes fixed on the trembling calf. Its teeth flash in the sunlight, its growl rises deep from its throat, and the dust beneath its paws swirls as it pushes forward. Hunger drives it, but above its head wings beat furiously, and cries rain down from the sky like arrows of sound. The bird swoops again, throwing itself into the storm of danger without hesitation. It dives so close that its sharp beak strikes the jackal's muzzle. The predator jerks back, snarling in pain, swiping its claws at the air, but the bird is already gone, twisting upward in a blur of feathers. It cries out once more, high and shrill, as if calling not just to the gazelle, not just to the herd, but to the whole savannah itself. The mother gazelle takes her chance. She lunges forward, her horns pointed like spears. The jackal recoils, barely escaping her strike. For the first time, its confidence wavers. The calf, frightened but fueled by instinct, stumbles forward, its weak legs pushing against the earth with new strength. Each stride grows steadier. Each leap carries more power than the last, but the second jackal has not given up. While its partner struggles with the bird and the mother, it circles wide, trying to cut the calf off from the safety of the herd. Its paws move quickly, barely making a sound, its eyes locked onto the weakest target. The bird sees this too. It banks sharply, wings tilting, and dives toward the second jackal. The predator looks up, growling at the sight of the little defender in the sky. It snaps its jaws, but the bird swoops lower, wings spread wide, its shadow falling over the jackal's face. In the wild, shadows can mean death from above. An eagle, a hawk, a stronger hunter. For a split second, even the jackal hesitates, unsure if this small bird is truly alone. That hesitation is enough. The calf reaches its mother, pressing against her legs for safety. The herd, now fully aware, begins to circle in the distance. Some gazelles stamp their hooves, snorting loudly, a warning call that echoes over the plains. Dust rises in clouds as their movements grow sharper, faster, more united. The jackals snarl in frustration. Their perfect ambush has crumbled into chaos. They glance at each other, hunger burning in their eyes but doubt creeping into their bones. The bird, panting, wings aching, circles once more, refusing to leave. Its body is small, fragile compared to the jackal's, but its spirit fills the sky. Each dive, each cry, each desperate strike is a shield for the calf below. Then comes a moment of silence. The gazelle calf, still pressed against its mother, lifts its head. Its wide, dark eyes blink, watching the bird above. It does not understand the reason, the choice, the courage, but it knows this small creature has stood between it and death. In its trembling chest, its heart beats faster, stronger, alive because of this unlikely savior. The jackals grow restless. One paces back and forth, ears twitching, tail low, torn between hunger and fear. The other growls, pawing at the ground, but does not lunge again. The bird continues its relentless defense, circling, diving, crying, until the air itself feels heavy with its courage. Finally, The predators break. With low, bitter snarls, they turn back toward the tall grass. Their bodies move low and fast, retreating into the shadows where they came from. The hunt is over, not because they were defeated by power, not because they were chased by a larger predator, but because a single small bird dared to stand in their way. The bird hovers for a moment longer, as if making sure. Its sharp eyes follow the jackals until they disappear completely into the grass. Only then does it slow, wings easing, circling down to a lower branch of a nearby tree. Its chest heaves with exhaustion, feathers ruffled, but it does not hide. It remains close, watching, guarding. The mother gazelle lowers her head, nuzzling her calf gently. The baby trembles but stays standing. Its legs still wobble, but each step it takes grows a little steadier. The mother licks its fur, soothing, calming, reminding it that it is safe. The herd begins to move again, their elegant bodies bounding gracefully over the grass. Life in the savannah does not stop. It flows forward, carrying both danger and hope in every breath. But something has changed. The calf walks a little closer to its mother than before, sticking by her side, learning faster the lessons of survival. And the bird, this unexpected protector, remains perched nearby, its sharp eyes never straying far. It could have flown away. It could have left, as most animals do when the danger is not theirs. But it did not. It chose to stay. The savannah is full of stories, most of them harsh, cruel, and unforgiving. Yet every now and then, there are moments like this, moments that remind us that even in the wild, where survival is everything, compassion can still bloom. A bird, fragile and small, risked its life for a creature it did not know, a creature of another kind. There was no reward, no reason beyond the fire in its spirit, the call of something greater than instinct. As the sun rises higher, painting the land in light and warmth, the herd disappears into the distance. The calf, though still young and weak, walks with them, alive to see another day. And high above, the bird finally lifts its wings once more. With a graceful leap, it soars into the open sky, disappearing into the golden horizon. The land is silent again. The grasses sway gently. The acacia trees stand still, and the savannah breathes out slowly as if releasing the tension it held. Life continues as it always does, but a hidden chapter has been written here, a story of courage, of sacrifice, of the bond that connects even the most unlikely of lives. Somewhere out there the jackals will hunt again. Somewhere else another calf will stumble and fall. The cycle never ends. But today on this plain the story was different. Today a bird changed fate. And so as we leave this scene behind, let us carry its message with us. Strength is not always in size. Bravery is not always in teeth or horns. Sometimes the smallest creature can stand tallest. Sometimes the weakest wings can shield the most fragile heart. And sometimes the savannah itself witnesses a miracle, not of survival alone, but of compassion. The baby gazelle lives, not just because of its mother's protection, not just because of its herd, but because one bird chose to rise against danger, to fight against all odds, and to risk everything it had. This is the story of a bird and a gazelle, a story that whispers through the grasslands, a story that will be remembered not in words, but in the heartbeat of the calf that now runs free. And as the sun sets later that day, spreading fire across the horizon, somewhere in the distance, the bird perches quietly on another tree, watching the land with steady eyes, ready, always ready for the next call of life that needs defending.